Ha! Going live now, folks. Oh, I'm gonna put a hat on. Hair is a little funny.
Let's see if I can figure out how to use this. Oh, here's the notification. Trying to sound out.
That's you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
What we got? Let me see. How we looking?
Yeah, we're seeing Rudy, and oh, you just walked in because I'm on a little time delay.
Yeah, it's gonna be on a time delay. All right. Back at it. Another day, another dollar.
They were really getting on Trump this morning.
Who was? Did you listen to the Crenshaw fucking? I couldn't even get 5. Like I got literally 15 minutes into it, if that. The new Dan Crenshaw episode with Rogan.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
He's like an American. He's a senator out of Texas, or a representative or something like that out of Texas.
When you say Texas, red flags go up.
I know. But it was like, I was, okay, fine, you can say what you want. Fine, they're bashing Trump. Fine, don't talk about the shit before. Fuck you for that. That's kind of bullshit. It's of course what you would say, because it's like anytime anything happens, you always have a reason. It's not your fault, and that's exactly what he was doing. It's not Trump's fault, and that's what it felt like. And then he goes,
Got a couple watchers.
"Oh, okay, that's fine. You keep track of who's talking. If people chat, you say something, and we'll go from there." He says something to the extent of Superman and somebody else not being real. What up, Chet? And then he said something about Rosa Parks, but real people like Rosa Parks and Jesus. And as soon as he said that, and Rogan didn't go, "Wait, what? Jesus ain't real." Like, I couldn't.
Well, Rogan's kind of confused a little bit on certain things. Because, not that he was like touting Trump, but he was like not.
Yes, he's very critical of the media.
Yeah.
In the way that they're. And that's where it's like, okay, fine, you can. That's fine. You can have that opinion. But I'm more concerned about, like, okay, this is why our government sucks. Plain and simple. Our government's. Well, one of the main reasons is you can't be in our government unless you fucking believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
Or some other fucking deity in that mindset.
Jesus.
You're not gonna
it's
be...
Jesus. It's
No.
In most cases, no.
There are Muslims and there are Jewish people who are in office.
But what you hear,
still believe in Jesus for the most part.
But what you hear most of these politicians say is that we are a Christian country, and that's not true.
I know.
But that's what they say.
I understand that.
That's what they fucking.
Adam says, "What's up?"
What up?
Because we're definitely not a country where everybody gets out and fucking votes. Fuck you. If we did that, Trump would have never fucking got into office.
That's true.
We lost so many fucking precincts and counties and votes and delegates to. You feel it?
Yeah.
To fucking by like a couple of thousand votes.
Yep.
We're not talking about like a couple thousand votes where there were only a couple thousand votes left in that district. No,
Right.
there were fucking 80,000 votes left in that district of people who just didn't get the fuck out and say fuck off.
Well, a lot of that has to do with the fact that they made it a lot hard. They make it hard as fuck. Did you see that exchange that he had with a reporter where they asked him, where he said that voting from home is, crooked?
Yeah.
And they're like, "You did it," and he goes, "Well, because I can."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
He's nuttier than shit.
dude, isn't he something? Dude, it's insane, the shit he says sometimes.
Well, they said that he got a memo, and I think it was late November, that this shit was coming, and he ignored it.
Yeah.
They told him. This guy told him.
100%.
They told him, man, and he ignored it totally. Talking about, I don't read memos.
Yeah,
what
we
the
know that.
hell?
We know.
Yeah.
We know he don't read memos. He don't read. He reads about the same level I read.
He reads the big lettering on the cover of tabloids.
See,
or TV. You know,
I don't read those because I know you got to read everything under it.
those are the eye catchers.
I know.
That's all he cares about is that grab.
I know. And then it's truth once he sees it. It's pretty insane.
But you know, I blame the media.
Everyone's blaming the fuck.
But I'm tell you why I blame the media. They go to these little.
My boss's dad is doing better.
Okay, that's good.
He's
Well,
Yeah, that's good.
He's out of the coma. He's woken up. He still can't breathe without
Ventilator.
Yeah, without a ventilator until the shit on his lungs actually clears up. But I got more shit news. Marla's grandfather, who was in American House over here, and they've been on lockdown for 2.5 weeks. So they haven't been over there whatsoever. One of the residents decided that he didn't want to be on lockdown and went to a whole bunch of people's rooms.
Oh no.
And he tested positive. So they took her grandfather to St. John's last night and tested positive.
Damn.
that's part of the problem with this situation. Is there's a lot of people that aren't.
He's 94.
Oh,
90,
wow.
Yeah, he's 94. He's signed a DNR years ago. So if he gets bad enough that he has to go on a ventilator,
He's
they
not
won't
going.
put him on a fucking
Yeah,
ventilator.
he'll just
Right.
die.
They'll just let him die.
Right.
Which, I mean, at 94 years old. Could you imagine 20 years from now?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to Rudy. Because Rudy's 71.
One.
Yep.
Imagine 23 years from now. That's a lifetime.
It is.
It's amazing. Like,
That's a good life. That's a good life.
no, I just mean, I know, but
Seeing all that change, having that much perspective.
that's a lot of change.
But it depends on
Tons of change.
it depends on whether it's a good life, depending on
See,
how
put
your
it in
life
perspective,
is.
Like, he's
Oh,
94.
yeah.
He wasn't even alive
you
for the
create
Spanish flu.
you're the one that
He
creates
wasn't?
your
No,
songs.
100 years ago. I'm just looking to see if anybody's commenting.
You're good, you're good. My phone's low on batteries.
Well,
That sucks to be me. I got it.
there we go.
Yeah. Her mom got a voicemail saying, so one of the residents got admitted to the hospital and tested positive, and he may or may not have been in and around your dad's room and a bunch of other people's rooms.
Yes, that's fucked up.
So
So,
it's super fucked up. It's super fucked up. They found this guy like out of his room or almost outside of the facility like 6 or 7 times in the last 2 weeks, and he's one of the very few people that have fucking walked in and walked out. That's fucking garbage.
yeah, well.
What you gonna do?
So,
Hope. That's it.
well, I mean,
Look, don't get me wrong. He's 94. He signed a DNR. He don't want to be here. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. He just doesn't want to fold the blanket stuff.
right, but how many people are going to die because of
Because
his
of one dude.
one dude being in the hospital?
Yep, because it's not just.
If I can live another 20 years, they'll probably be able to heal me.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
That
They're
10
gonna be able
years.
to take care of your joints.
20 for sure.
Make sure that
10.
you like, because it's not like.
It might be 10.
If this shit
We die
don't
because
delay
we slow
us,
down.
if this shit don't delay us, say 2 years, because there's always that possibility where,
Yeah.
because what I think, I'm hoping doesn't happen, but what I'm pretty positive is going to happen, in my mind, is it's going to go.
It'll be this whole year.
Well, it's not even that. They're gonna ease up in August. They're gonna think that they got it. The curve's going down, and then everyone's just gonna fucking fill everything. And once that happens,
We're back again.
We're back at it again. Because we just don't. If we had a real system to find out who has it.
But it's these states that haven't put in the stay-at-home thing. You know some of those people are affected.
Yeah.
So they can get in their car and drive to Michigan or drive to New York or drive to Florida. You see what I'm saying? And they spread it all over again.
I think Florida finally initiated it. It's crazy.
That's where my daughter is. My daughter's a nurse in
It's,
Florida.
to me, it's
man.
bonkers that the federal government hasn't stepped in and actually not mandated it, but like told the states, look, this needs to happen before X date, right? Because they definitely have the power to do that.
Trump should have been done it. What do you mean?
I agree.
He should have been done
We
it.
should have had a 2.5, 3 month head start on where we're at right now, and if we had had that,
Yep.
the amount of cases that we have would be.
This might be over by
But the
now.
the, comical thing is, it's not like he wasn't over in China. in December when all that shit was going down. It's not like he had no perspective of it.
Like I said,
Like
I can't remember the guy's name. They were talking about him this morning.
So he wanted to use the situation the best possible way that he could. And that's what he's trying to do right now.
Yeah.
Then they went back to all of his statements he's made since January. And they were talking about, he was saying that only 15 people are going to get it. And it'll be gone, in a few days.
April.
And he says, we've got it under control. And the news guy said, what do you mean we've got it under control? But he wouldn't answer the question.
That's where it felt like.
So why are they
where they were
covering
defending? I know, but that's where Rogan was like, in my mind, Rogan. And again, I'm not gonna like. Because again,
you're not gonna throw a baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah, no, because Rogan's the shit. Rogan, but in my mind,
but Rogan's not perfect. Let's remember that.
I understand that, and in my mind, I wish there was somebody there to counter this guy in a sense of, okay, yeah, you're right. They can ask some questions, but the way you worded that is not what he asked that guy asked the president.
Exactly.
The guy asked the president what he would say to the people who are fucked right now. And he said, "You're a horrible reporter." Like,
yeah,
couldn't
he
even
didn't answer the question. You asked a nasty question. That's a nasty question.
And it's like, how is that nasty?
It's not. He can't answer it. That's the answer for that. He doesn't have an answer.
Well, it's a nasty question to him because how could you compare him to your everyday person?
Well,
Trump is a god.
No, that's not what. That's not what. The question was. The way it kind of sounded was like. I guess he could have spun it to, you saying this is my fault, and it's like, no, that's not what I heard.
I watched the question, but I just think that he's so
narcissistic.
It's that, and he doesn't know how to think fast on his feet. He really doesn't.
No, he's one of those dudes.
He's not a real politician.
No,
a real politician would have answered that question. It might have been the wrong answer, but he would have had an answer.
Well, I mean, they prepared, prepared answers, but they've accumulated a thought process, a real politician, a structure, a foundation that they stand on. This man he throws like lies and sentences out.
Lies like crazy, but not just that. They said that there's no White House cabinet, no staff.
Well, he got rid of half of them.
He got rid of most of them, and then nobody wants those jobs.
Yeah,
nobody wants those jobs.
Because there's no point in doing them. You're going to get fired.
You're going to get blackballed.
Well, he said he could do it all. That's what he said. He said he didn't need them.
I know. That's why he fired the guy that was the people that were supposed to keep him from giving the money to his friends.
Yeah.
Oh, go figure. And it's stuff like that blows my wig back to where you're like, how is that not like, oh, red flag? But then again, people date dumb people. You know what I'm saying? Everyone misses the flags.
Yes.
I'm talking about dating people?
No, like Trump, the shit he says, the things he does, it just kicks off red flags. Everything he does kicks off a red flag.
And people that like what he says, they're right on the edge of being anarchists.
They're
right on the edge.
Rebel rousers.
They're not, though. That's the point.
In their minds, they are.
They're just straight up snowed.
In their minds, they are. Believe me.
I know what they...
The ones that are really devotees.
Yeah, the ones... I get that. Chat. But at the same time, you're not. You are the first person to take Social Security. You're the first person to take the things that come with socialist countries.
And what are we doing right now? Are we doing socialist stuff right now? Giving with all this money?
Yeah.
We're doing socialist shit right now, and everybody's for getting that money. You ain't heard nobody say, "Oh, I don't want it. It's a socialist." Yeah. No, they're all for getting that money.
I'm not going to get it.
I'm not getting no money.
You don't know that yet.
I haven't gotten taxes in years.
You don't know that yet. I was told.
I filed them, but I don't get them.
It doesn't matter as long as you filed them.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't file them.
I don't think it's going to have anything to do with it. Like, the money's not going to go towards your...
This morning, they said... Now, I don't know if this is right or wrong.
You're going to get it.
But this morning...
You filed your taxes, correct?
Not last year.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
19 or 18?
I'm trying to tell you.
You have to file 18.
I haven't done them, and like.
Are you getting any benefits from the government at all?
No.
Okay. I was told this morning that anybody making less than $7,500 a year is going to get money from the government. That's what I was told this morning. Now, whether they're right or wrong, I don't know, but that's what I was told. Every adult,
anyone on SSI or disability or
any proven adult that they have records of.
No, you have to have filed in 2018. That's what they've said. You had to have filed taxes or be part of the system already on welfare or something to that extent.
Okay,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
if
I see
you're
what
just
you're saying.
someone like
Well, the system knows you if that's the case,
but it doesn't know me because I don't have
See,
an
I think
income.
they'll double down for my son. That's.
No, they give her $500.
Yep.
So they'll give her
The
her
kids
money.
get $500 a
Yeah.
piece.
They give her money plus $500, and
Yeah.
she's with somebody, isn't she?
Yeah.
So they
She's
give
got
both.
two.
They both get it, and then she gets
And she's
$500 per
got-
kid.
Yeah, so 3 kids.
So it's
Yeah.
what, $1,200 a piece, and then $500 for the kid.
Yes, for each kid.
Yep.
It's supposed to be like a kind of like when this thing is coming out of it. Here's some
Okay,
money
so-
to buy some shit.
All right, so
we
why are
can-
kids getting
Well, you know
$500?
that that's not the case.
They don't have no tax record.
For
No,
the cost of
no,
living,
no.
For food.
When you file your taxes, when they file their taxes, they file whether or not they have children.
Dependents.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have dependents, that's how you get it. It's nothing to do with the kid. Well, the kid don't file taxes, obviously, but the
No.
kid is filed under. He's a dependent of the
Under
person.
this. Yeah. Well,
We'll see how long it takes. I have no faith that it's going to be anytime soon.
well,
I
today
have a
they.
feeling we're going to find out that his company's got millions and millions of dollars. within
he's
days.
some way finagling money out of here. Believe me, he's done some finagling. We just haven't found out yet, but we'll find out. Like I said, the chickens
Doesn't
always
matter.
the chickens always come
You'll
home
find
to
out,
roost.
and half the country will tell you that it's a lie. It's all made up by the media.
Yep.
Even though they watch the media, even though they literally get all their information, they do no research, and all their information comes
Well,
from
the
some
problem
media source.
the problem is Fox News and a couple of other right wing publications, and the people that love Trump, that's all they look at is Fox News. So whatever they tell them on Fox News and Trump says,
I know.
they're not trying to
Well,
listen
that's
to
the
nothing.
thing.
Well,
Half the
the
shit
thing-
that Trump says is from Fox News.
That's what I really want to see is
Well-
how this man goes down in history as being a treasonous liar. Is he going to be Castro?
Yeah, what are they going to think of him in
Or-
100 years?
Oh, it's gonna be brutal.
Because I can't.
It's
Like,
gonna be brutal.
think about 100 years ago. Who the fuck were the presidents? Theodore Roosevelt. That's it. That's all I know.
Well, no.
Woodward Wilson, I think.
Coming out of the Great Depression, you had FDR.
No, I know that's not 100 years ago, though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's 20
The
years
depression.
from
The
now.
depression was 1929.
So
Yeah.
that's 9 years from now.
Okay, 9 years. So yeah,
That's a decade from
but it was 1929 to 1938. So he didn't go into power until the 40s. So his reign is 20 years from now. That's my point. He from 1900 to FDR. Name me 2 presidents: Theodore and Woodward Wilson, maybe.
I don't. You know what? I don't know the. I do not know the
From 1900?
the number. Who's 40? Who's 30? I don't know none of that.
Fillmore is there?
Because the Bushes will remember because there was 2 of them close within succession of each other. I think
Yeah.
they will always be like it'll be a pinpoint in 200 years. It'll always be known
Father and son.
that father
yeah.
and son became president,
Yeah.
and then obviously Obama because he's the first black president.
Yeah.
So that's and then everyone else in that
Should've
in this
been
era,
Hillary.
everyone
Should've
in this
been
area,
Hillary.
including.
But they might do Obama like they did the Black Pope.
Really?
They took the Black Pope's picture down.
No, I don't think we're.
They
going
might do
back.
the same thing with Pope.
I don't think we're going back that way.
It depends on what happens in the next 50, 100 years.
Would have done it already.
Who knows what it's going to be? What America's going to be like in 50 to 100 years from now?
Who knows what the planet's going to be like in 50 years?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you know what? again, I go back to my previous statement.
It's a simulation.
AI will clear up all of this. I can't wait till it comes. I hope I'm around when it really hits big.
Skynet, Rudy?
Huh?
You can't wait for Skynet?
I can't wait.
Why, dude? Fuck that.
Again,
If this is a fucking simulation, let me enjoy it.
it's not
It,
Skynet.
it is a simulation.
I don't think AI is Skynet. I think AI is
Well,
transcendence.
but that's why that's our example for it. Everybody goes to that.
No, that's
He's not the
where-
only one that says that.
I know,
That's a real
but that's to say that AI has some innate. That's given it the innate the desire to survive.
Or to be evil.
Yeah, or to be evil, I guess, but to survive, because that's why it would wipe out humans, because it feels threatened. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who knows what?
It'll never feel threatened by
Who
that.
knows what its idea of
That's my point.
progression
I don't
at the
think it
rapid
would.
It'll be
rate.
it's gonna be in total control of everything.
What I truly
There's not gonna be any automobile accidents. You're not gonna fall off a ladder and bust your head open. There's not gonna be any of that crap going on.
I hope for
It's
one of those
almost
solar
no crime.
farms.
How you gonna commit a crime with AI around? You're not. You're not gonna be successful
Why would you need to commit crime?
What type of life is that? Though?
because that's the American
Remember
way.
what
Demolition
type
Man?
of life?
Yeah, I
is
remember
no free
Demolition
will?
Man.
You have no free will now.
Yeah, but
We've already discussed
Oh,
this.
hold on. The minimal free will and no free will at all, zilch.
You have none now.
What the hell is minimal free will?
You
Like-
definitely
like-
have minimum free
like-
will, but the reality
like,
is that
I'm-
your gut
I'm
decides
talking
what
like
you're
a
going to
Brave
do.
New World type,
Isn't any free will free will?
I mean,
Isn't the ability to choose in and of itself free will? So, like, it doesn't matter if it's a slight fucking fraction free will.
yeah, but when you're just slayed down every time you stand up, that's gonna be.
That's your mindset. That's just your mindset. You gotta look at it outside of that. You have to look at it like from an objective fucking point of view.
Mhm.
You have to step outside yourself and look at the situation.
Outside the box.
That's really hard to do.
It's
I-
fucking super hard.
I mean,
It's super hard to do it like during the situation that it's happening.
Well, especially in a situation when it's happening, which
Yeah.
is one of the reasons why there's going to be people fighting this whole situation.
Well, see, whenever you start doing something out of the box, it's always going to be a group of people going to say, "No, you can't do that," and try to stop you. Always,
Well,
especially if it's technology.
show me one time when it's ever been good.
Because there were guys, there were people that made cars that run on air
I mean,
and water.
I'm enjoying the world.
And
as
what
it
happened
is.
to that? What happened to those cars?
Yeah.
What happened to those inventions?
They got killed by the fucking
Yeah.
oil companies.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like robots are gonna allow things like that to happen.
Why wouldn't they?
What kind of things happen?
And anything for us.
If a
Except
robot
for
doesn't
us
have
to
the
become
problem is
enslaved.
humans work on this whole premise of profit. This whole premise of if I don't turn a profit, I don't survive.
The
If
thing
you don't
about
teach,
being at the
if you
top,
don't teach AI about slavery, there won't be any slavery.
no, it's about utility. It's not about that. It's about the fact that to get anything done, you're going to use your
Take
resources.
it easy, man.
And the idea is to always minimize waste, and we're a easy commodity to keep in line. They'll just be at the top of the food chain instead of us.
They don't need food.
But that's it.
They don't need food.
Because plants would
It's
be
going to change the
Yeah.
whole dynamics. It's going to change everything, man. It's going to be stuff that we can't even imagine.
it's completely out of your
It seems
perception.
it seems counterproductive to humanity.
Okay.
And I mean,
He's very anti-technology. He's anti-space. He's anti-medicine.
He'll catch up.
but
He's all about nature
I
just being
truly,
nature.
He'll catch up.
I truly hope that there's like a giant solar flare, and then cars can't operate, cell phones can't work.
Oh, he wants
all
to go
that.
back to the Stone Age.
Yeah, I'd like to see us get set back.
No, you wouldn't.
200 years.
No, you wouldn't.
For
You would be
sure.
the first guy screaming and hollering like a babe. You'd be the first one. Oh, no, please take us back to where we were. No, you'd be the first one screaming.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Listen, when you got up in the morning, what did you have to do back in those days?
You had to. Well, you were always on guard. You had
No.
to
What was the first thing you had to do when you get up every day? Back then.
Back then?
Yeah, what was the
I'd assume clean up, start scavenging for food.
You got to get food
Yeah.
and water.
Yeah.
But you don't have food and water.
And you want to do it
where
before
you're
it
looking,
gets hot.
you gotta go. You might have to walk 10 miles
Yeah.
before you find any food or water.
That's a
Because if
beautiful
you stay
thing.
near the
Well,
water,
that's a beautiful
You'll
thing
be-
to give people
you'll be
motivation
You'll
for
be
life.
eaten by animals.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
you couldn't
a,
be too close to the water.
that's a motivation for life. To keep yourself
that's
going.
fine. Then go
That's-
live in a tribe. To not think that
Yeah.
this everything we have right now is natural is
Get
crazy.
butt naked, give up your car,
There's
and
places
just go
you
out in the
go.
woods.
But
you
I
go into Mexico,
but I-
there's tribes in South America.
I
you live with.
understand and appreciate, the industrial age and manufacturing and man's hard work, because that is no different than going out and scavenging for
You
your food
got to remember
every day.
another thing too, buddy. When you go back, like you're talking about, you hurt yourself. Where's the doctor at?
He doesn't believe in medicine. Remember?
You have midwives and things. And,
No.
and-
You ain't got no midwife.
Well,
You ain't got no midwife.
Essentially, the women of the family hold a lot of the healing secrets, and if you don't marry into a family that knows good etiquette on how to heal, then you're fucked. That's bad breeding. That was what it was back then.
Well, I wouldn't want to be back there. You can have all of that.
I don't need to go back when I was 20 either. I've already been there.
No, I don't need to go back at all. Yeah,
I'm not saying
I'm just
it'd be easy,
I'm moving
but
forward.
I would like to see. Oh,
I'm always moving forward.
Then move forward. You can do it now. That's the thing. You're talking about a life that's possible now. It actually would be, if you wanted to, there's places on this planet where you can go do that and live on that level.
I was,
that's
I was
where
sitting up thinking about
I
that
would
the other
love to
day.
get to the point to grow my own food.
I got a friend that lives in Bali, and he's always sending me these little videos he makes, and it shows where he lives at. He was showing us his house, and he went around the corner, and there was a toilet sitting over the corner, but it's no roof. I think it was only 2 or 3 walls, okay, and he shows pictures of his backyard and his rice fields, and people out there. So he lives in places where it doesn't take a lot of money to live, but the climate is always really nice. Because he was in Hawaii, and he moved from Hawaii and went to Bali. Because he said Hawaii got too much tourism and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard it's like the people that were living there don't like it.
So he's living. I don't even know if he has he probably has electricity. I'm pretty sure he probably has that.
Well,
But I think he doesn't have hot water. That's what it was. He doesn't have hot water.
oh good lord.
The dogs are talking.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, see, I would like to. I like living in the country, but I want all the modern stuff. I don't want to be living like no caveman.
See, all right. I'm like weird. I like. All right,
Oh,
so
you're weird. You're right about that part.
So like, I enjoy coffee, right?
Yeah.
And I want to get more back to the roots, like, because getting your coffee at the grocery store, it's shit coffee.
So what are you gonna do? Grow your own coffee?
No, I want to get green beans, fresh. See where I can get them freshly imported to me.
Yeah,
or
but that only
mailed
happens
to me.
because of modern
Yeah,
technology.
for sure, and I 100% appreciate modern technology, but I'm going to. It's better doing that type of trade line than. I'm not saying that trade line. We've had trade lines for so long; they're so advanced that why wouldn't they be here at this point? Like, this is a beautiful point for as far as trade lines and importing and exporting goes in human history. Like, that's great. We're at the best. We can get shit to us in 30 minutes if we want. Like,
They call it Amazon.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I
But
did hear of a billionaire who wanted Philly steaks and had them
Yeah,
delivered.
had them delivered.
Yeah.
From like state to state, right?
Yeah,
Like
to a
across the
different-
country.
Across the country.
Yeah, well, the real Philly steaks come from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I've never been to Philly.
I have a few times. It's a lot of Italians in
Dude,
Philadelphia.
now would be a time to go when no one's out.
It's a lot of Italians in Philadelphia.
But I
A
want
lot
to
of Italians.
get these green beans, use a cast iron skillet, roast them myself over an open fire, and I'll do that every like 3 or 4 days for my beans, so I can have coffee every couple days. You know?
So what do you? So what you have one problem though.
What's that?
Beer.
Beer. Oh yeah, I mean, but I know people that have breweries and things like
But I'm
that.
talking about when you
but-
go back.
Oh, I would get off it 100%.
Yeah, when you go back there, you got to
in
make
the-
your own beer.
In that scenario, it'd be all like that would be the treat. You know, it would be like eating a candy. Well, the way I think of eating a candy.
All right, fellas. Rudy is about to leave the building.
All right.